Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports. I'm your host, Robert. All right, the CFL, the Canadian Football League, is back. Opening day is on Thursday. I believe it's Thursday the 5th. Is that correct? Yes, Thursday the 5th. So finally we have CFL back. We did lose the 2020 season due to everything with the COVID-19. But we are back. Shortened season. I think 14 games this year. Better than none like last year. If we go back to 2019, I started doing the CFL here on Robert Sports Show. I did week 8 through the Grey Cup, I believe it was. Yes. And so I was 60% overall picks. Win-loss against the spread over-under. So, it wasn't horrible. For the last 4 seasons, between NFL, college football, the CFL, and XFL, I'm at 56.7% overall. So I'm pretty happy with those stats. So yeah, 2019 we did the Grey Cup. I even said then I was so looking forward to 2020, doing the full CFL season, the full XFL season, and then doing the full NFL college. And then we all know what happened. Here we are a year and a half later from this all beginning. We have football back for CFL. So yeah, there were some talks early on between XFL and CFL to have a merger. I was actually going to do a show about that, but when those talks got postponed or knocked off or completely stopped, I didn't really see a point in doing a video about it. Kind of add some things here that I thought they might want to do. Maybe I'll throw that video up later on. We'll see. We're going to run down the first week here. Now, because we missed the 2020 season, there wasn't a lot of information for lines, all that against the spread and all that stuff. So I will give you what I have based on I found some prediction scores. And so based on those prediction scores, I went ahead and set up an over-under and against the spread. And so we'll go ahead and do our stats versus that for week 1. Hopefully week 2 we'll have back to normal. First off, we got the Montreal Alouettes, who are off. Got a bye week this week. Their odds of winning the Grey Cup is plus 909 to 1. Overall wins, the over-under is 6.5. So I'm probably going to make, something I didn't write down during this, is I'm going to have the Alouettes going over the 6.5 on season wins. Now, first game we have the Hamilton Tiger Cats versus the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. The Tiger Cats, the odds of winning the Grey Cup is plus 350, which is 7-2. Winnipeg's odds of winning the Grey Cup is plus 550, which is 11-2. Over the last 5 years, the Hamilton Tiger Cats have averaged 9.2 wins, while the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in the last 5 years have averaged 9.8 wins. The over-under on wins for the Hamilton is 9.5. I'm going to say they're going to go over that for the year. When it comes to the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, they're at 8.5. I'm going to say they're going to go under that. Now, the prediction score that I found for this game was Hamilton was 29 to 23.6. So obviously, it's just a prediction. It's like a fraction sometimes. So what I've done is I've taken that 29 and 23.6, made the line at 5.5, made the over-under at 52.5. And so I got Hamilton winning. I have them covering the 5.5 and then over on the 52.5. Next up, we have the British Columbia BC Lions going up against the Saskatchewan Roughrider. Now, BC's odds of winning the Grey Cup is 1,000, plus 1,000, which is 10-1. While the Roughrider's chance of odds of winning the Grey Cup is plus 500, 5-1. In the last 5 seasons, BC has averaged 8 wins, while the Roughrider have averaged 8.6 wins. For the year, over-under for the wins is 5.5 for BC. I'm going to say they're going to go over that. While for Saskatchewan, their over-under for wins is 8. I'm actually going to say they're going to go over that as well. I think they may be a 9-win team this year. And the prediction score that I found for this game was Saskatchewan to win 24.9 to 24.7. Again, I went and made my own lineup based on that. So I got Saskatchewan by 1 point, -1, with an over-under of 49.5. I am picking Saskatchewan to win. Obviously, they'll cover the 1. I am taking under on the 49.5. Next up is the Toronto Argonauts versus Calgary Stampede. The Argonauts' odds of winning the Grey Cup is plus 750, which is 15-2. While Calgary is the odds winning the Grey Cup is plus 550, 11-2. In the last 5 years, the Argonauts has averaged 6.4 wins, while Calgary's averaged 13.3. When the Argonaut over-under on team wins is 6.5, I'm going to have them go over that. And then for Calgary, their over-under on wins is 7.5. I definitely got them going on over that. I think they're going to be a double-digit win team this year. And the prediction score that I found for them was Calgary 30 to 20.6. So again, I took my line, made the line 9.5. So I got Calgary 9.5, then over/under of 15.5. So I got Calgary to win. I am covering that 9.5, and I am taking over on the 15.5. And then the fourth game, we have the Ottawa Red Blacks versus the Edmonton Eskimos. Ottawa's chance of winning the Grey Cup plus 1,400, 14-1. Same for Edmonton, plus 1,400, 14-1. Average wins in the last 5 seasons for Ottawa, 8.4. Average wins in the last 5 for Edmonton, 10.6. Over-under on wins for the season for Ottawa is 4. I'm actually going to have them go over that. I think that's a pretty low number. While Edmonton's over-under on wins is 6, I'll have them go over that as well. And then the prediction score I found for them was Edmonton 31 to 18.3. Made my line at 12.5. So it's Edmonton 12.5, then over/under 49.5. So I got Edmonton to win. Then covering the 12.5, I'm taking under on the 49.5. So again, I went in and found those prediction scores online, went in and took my over/under and stuff from them, kind of created my own line this week due to the fact that no one really knows what is going to happen because we haven't seen CFL in almost 2 years. Now, going forward each week, I will definitely do the picks as I find the stuff online. If I have to go create my own, I will. But definitely wanted to get this out there. I'm a couple days away from opening day. I will be, if you're new to Robert Sports Show, welcome. I do straight up picks against the spread over/under. We'll talk about players, talk about things going on, maybe do some predictions for the playoffs as we get there. Again, so far there's just nothing out there right now because there's so many unknowns. But definitely, if you're a football fan, follow Robert Sports Show on Twitter at Rob Sports Show, right here on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. Please follow me on social. We'll do NFL, CFL, and NCAA. If you're a NASCAR fan, I got that here as well. And if you're a pro wrestling fan, I got you covered. I'm a huge pro wrestling fan. I do all kinds of pro wrestling videos, not just WWE, AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling, Game Changer Wrestling, Warrior Wrestling, just to name a few that I've already done. So definitely check me out. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and hopefully you enjoy CFL Week 1. As always, just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.